Little dip here, not sure if that's a grave, but yeah, so this is a nice old family cemetery. Died 1868. I think John was saying there's actually some from the earlier 1700s in here as well, but we're not going to spend a whole lot of time searching for him. Here's this guy was 75 when he died. December 1874, some type of monument. More stones over here. It's actually quite large, this cemetery. Could be multi-family or some footstones, headstones. Nice big headstone there. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? All these little stones. So there's a lot of people buried right in here. See a whole line of them going across the outside here. You see a line going across there too. Look. Interesting thing is it's not perpendicular, or it's not parallel to this down here. So just imagine this, 1885. So just imagine a fence going across here. Look how these go off and it kind of at a cattywampus angle. Look at that. I mean, it could be footstones and headstones. That's just field stones. So that's probably kids. You know, that's probably kids. I grew up on a farm in West Virginia. Shenandoah Valley, but on the very end of the Shenandoah Valley. And the neighbors have had a cemetery, kind of like this, not this big. And it was really sad because there's lots of stones in there. And like the whole family got wiped out within a very short period of time. I mean, a bunch of kids, like 7 or 8 kids, by scarlet fever. It was written right on there, died of scarlet fever. It was just like wham, wham, wham. The whole family was just gone. I think the mother and the father, or at least one of them, and like all the kids. You know, that's what happened. What's a strange cemetery? Bunch of stones through here. This looks like a minefield. It looks like a Verdun or something. You know, like a battleground. But I imagine this is all graves through here. It's very strange that it's all humped up, like the humps everywhere. But there's stones all through it, aren't there? All the way out to the end. They're out there looking at stuff, so instead of talking, why don't we go start looking too? Let me find my metal detector down over the hill this way. That's a kind of a cool one. Look at this. Very seldom do you see one that's like shaped like that. That's got writing on it. This says died. Wow, look at that. Yeah, I can't read any of it. It's limestone, and limestone just dissolves with their acid rain. And you know, we have acid rain. It says something 69, probably 1869. Acid rain is just, it's natural to have acid rain, and it just dissolves the rock. All right, let's go grab the machine and head out and see what the boys are up to. What do you say? They're on that little knoll back there, aren't they?
Pretty close to a full arrowhead.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
It's always nice the day after the rain out here.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Especially this is like the hot spot for them.
Is it?
Yeah, you walk 20 feet, you'll see at least a piece of them.
Awesome. Down at spotted this. It looks like it could be a point on an arrowhead or just a flake. Probably just a flash. Well, I don't know. Let's take a closer look at it. Yeah, it's probably just a flake, I would say. Another piece right here too. Look at that. Except that's a corn stalk. Never mind. So we stepped into another field across the fence, and they said they found a lot of round balls, musket balls, and I think mini ball or two in here. And as soon as I dropped over the fence, I found a fired small caliber musket ball or pistol shot. So that's a good sign. I'm kind of wondering what those big trees are all about right in the middle there. Looks like there's a fence line, but why'd they leave those trees? We're gonna have to go check that out. I'm kind of working my way over toward those trees. It looks like they're probably just in the fence line. But we'll get a little closer and look at them. But anyway, I got a good signal here. As you can see, a giant hole. And it's that little screamer right there. And I'm hoping it's gonna be something good. There, you see it, Chet? It's not like a can. Sounds really good though, whatever it is. I mean, it's a nice, tight signal. But we're not seeing it, are we? No, we're not. All right, now let's hit the pin pointer out. There we go. Not finding it. Oh, it's still in there, I guess. Probably just threw it back in the hole. Ah, there it is. All right, so what we have here is a small brass buckle of some sort. Looks like it's a pretty old one. to me. Looks like it's flat, mostly flat, but I'm not really sure about it. I don't want to give you an age on it. Could easily be Civil War era or earlier or a little bit later even. But I think it's gonna be an old one though. So getting over close to those big trees, and I just found this little lead disc. I'm suspecting this is going to be a roofing nail, the head to a roofing nail for a tin roof. The lead would flatten out when you hit it with a hammer and help seal the hole so it wouldn't leak. Not 100%, but I'm like 99%. These are the trees that we saw from across the field. And what it is obviously a fence line here, but you'll notice how we're up high here and then it drops down and it kind of scoops around that way like a half moon. And the river is actually over there now in those other trees. But at one time, this was the river used to come through here and it scooped out the bank. So we're on like a river terrace where I'm standing right now. And for some reason, they let the trees, just let them keep growing here.
Nice
So what you got, lucky devil?
It's like a 3.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty one to drop.
It is too, isn't it? That's, something's odd about that one. It's got that wide skirt, the base. How wide that is.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so that's not a normal 3-ring. I mean, that's what it is, but it's a that really wide bottom band on that is not very common. I can't remember what exactly it is, but we'll be able to figure it out. Just plain.
Oh no, it's
Press and turn, I guess.
See the marks at the side there?
Yeah, can I take it? Can you take it? Okay, yeah, all right. So yeah, okay. This is what I'm pretty sure what they call a bullet, a press and turn. Now, a lot of bullets, in the old days especially, like the beginning of the war, and in the South during the war, they were made by melting lead and put it into molds. But they had these machines that would just crank out like tens of thousands an hour. And one type of machine was called a press and turn. It would cut the lead rods into little tiny pieces and would force it into a mold. It wasn't melted, just like bam into it. And then it would spin it. You kind of like turn it around to make the grooves. And if you look in there, you can actually see the little lines going down into it. And that's where the machine, the iron piece went in there and they spun the bullet to make those grooves in it. And so they could crank these things out by thousands. A couple women or a couple kids could make 50,000 bullets a day using one of those machines, or maybe more, I don't know. But yeah, so that's a cool little bullet. It's a Yankee bullet, though. We'll take it, though, right?
I'll take it. Glad to have it.
Yeah, no, so you can really see it now. And that's where it, I guess, I don't know, went down in there and spun the bullet in the machine. Sweet. That's a good find.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Press and turn. John over here was been looking at something for a long time, and he's like, hey, come over here. So I guess you should go over and see what he's got. Looks pretty happy. Fired bullet? All right. Oh, yeah. May I?
Yes, sir.
Huh. Yes, indeed. What kind that is?
Carter.
Yeah. Crude one, too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a crude one. That's awesome, man. How are you making out?
Got that Yankee bullet, so I guess one of these bullets won the battle.
Right. Got a little bit of melted lead, and some foil and stuff, but it's out here though, isn't it? He's gotta get over it, man. Where's that sinkhole you're telling me about? Right over there?
Yeah, right over there.
Okay, I'm gonna work my way over that direction if you don't mind. We came over by the old house, and I want to show you something that's kind of cool looking. There's the steps. Look at that. I don't know if that's a cave or a cistern or what. Man, why would that be? It must have also top to a cistern. Look. Oh, yeah. You can see the smooth walls down in there. Smooth walls, that's the cistern. That's where they would have caught the rainwater off the roof to drink. And there's lots of bottles, but they're not that old, so we won't worry about it. Somebody's shoe. See it? Kind of weird to have it right underneath the, that looks like a scabbard tip right there, doesn't it? I'm not sure what that thing is. Kind of weird to have right underneath the steps, though.
It's like a sinkhole full of rain.
Look at that, man. It kind of looks like a miniature of the one I was at not too long ago, with the rainwater going in it. Yeah. Well, that could go down 100 feet. You know, you never know.
It's pretty solid.
There's a lot of caves in this area, aren't there?
Yes, sir.
What do you think? Try to jump down in there and dig? That's pretty cool. You never know what's underfoot, do you? Looks like someone dug it. I mean, just so round like that. That's what they do, I guess. Oh, awesome, man.
Give it
Dig
another
out?
year.
Yeah, that's right. I guess you ought to tell the farmer so he doesn't lose his, drop his tractor wheel down in there. And
Nothing down there.
It's kind of wild. Look at all the bones right there. What's that all about? Oh, there's a jaw. It's like a whole pile of like weird. It's like little tiny legs. I guess that's pig. Kind of weird though, isn't it? And they'll go scattered all through there too. What did you just say to me?
We'll see if you can find it. There's an arrowhead, the most beautifulest one I've ever found. It's
Really?
complete. Somewhere.
Around here.
It's a bright color.
You see it? Oh yeah. Can I see it from here?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh yeah, look at that. Rose quartz. Awesome. I won't touch it. Can I sneak over that way?
Oh, you can touch it if you like.
Oh, well, you can be the first one. That's a beautiful one right there. That's gorgeous.
Just land.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's a beauty, my man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kind of flesh colored, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of weird. That's a beauty. We have to just keep our eyes open.
What's that thing ring up at?
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what I want to know. That's cool, isn't it? So we're headed back to the vehicles. I think we're going to a new spot. Now it's kind of going in the bottom part of the field along the stream. Tons of cans out here, so I've been moving pretty fast. But I just dug this piece of lead, which is melted. This tells me that somebody was here melting lead, whether it be a Civil War soldier with a campfire or a colonial. But somebody was definitely here melting lead. So we're going to circle around here a few minutes, see if we can find anything else good. Let's hope we don't find any of those cans, man. There's a lot of beer cans out there. So we're almost back to the vehicle, kind of like where we started. I found another small button, just like the one I found earlier today. It's like, you know, when we first got here. Well, it doesn't have the shank sticking through it, but nice old colonial era button for sure. It looks like it has a drilled shank, meaning it's cast in one piece, and then they drilled that out with a small drill to put the thread through there to put on your clothes. Yeah, definitely.
Just take the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't